What's up, guys? FishCook123 here, and in this episode of Terraria, we're gonna be doing an AFK farm, and well, an AFK coin farm to be precise. And so let's get into this. What you're gonna need is you're gonna need some building material, anything you want. I like stone though; that's useful. Bombs are preferable, or dynamite, just because you can mine out areas faster. And timers, wires, wrenches, that's pretty good stuff. And I'll get into the other stuff later when I explain the rest. And the next part, you need to choose like what biome you want it to be, because each biome drops different things that is useful. But I usually prefer to either do it in the jungle, which is over here, or underneath a forest biome, which is right below my feet. So I say we should probably do it right underneath our feet, which is underneath the forest biome, in the cavern layer. And yeah, so first step you want to do is just mine down a while. Once you get into the cavern layer, as you can see on the right side where it says surface, it's on the bottom little indicator thing. So once I get down to cavern, that's pretty good. I usually go about like 1,000 to 2,000 feet down, somewhere around there. Like 1,600 is good, in my opinion. That's good. And here's a mushroom biome. Once you like on the layer with mushroom biome, that's usually a good spot. So I am going to, all you do, so you just want to mine out somewhere flat and open. Well, not open. You want to do it where it's like solid material, somewhat solid at least, because the more openings you have, the harder it is to like build it. So you know, just. Yeah, you just want to continue mining until, I'd say, is that maybe like 500 blocks, maybe 500 feet, something around there. That's good, usually. And you just want to kind of get an idea of what you're around, because that's also important. So it looks like there is a granite biome nearby, because obviously that granite mob just spawned. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Now, this is useful if you're doing a jungle one, because you can get bezoars and so forth. But I mean, this is good for pre-Hardmode, because you can get things like the bone sword, and you can even get mining armor and stuff, because they spawn at this layer, so that's important to keep in mind. So, as you can see on the mini-map, we've dug across. That's pretty good. That's probably about like 600 feet, maybe 700, 800. And it looks like there's a granite biome. I don't recommend granite biomes. I mean, I guess if you want Medusa's head and stuff, because that's important for magic users. That is nice. So it's kind of a lot of your choice. It's not just like whatever is around. So next step, I would recommend building up, more mining up actually. It's Medusa. There we go. As you can see on the mini map, we're going up, and pretty good rate. Just want to go straight up. Let's say you don't want to go too high. I just wanted to get an idea of what's around. I'd say right there. Okay. You gotta know where you're at and stuff. Let's say about here you want to start mining across. And as you can see on the mini map, we're going back the way we came. So that's good. That's what you want. You want to head back. You can kind of see what we're making, a rectangle. You can see we're like digging out a perimeter, and that's what we want right now. good. So yeah, sticky bombs, sticky dynamite, those are good. I'll do a video on how to do an AFK bomb farm for. I know, cause in pre-hardmode coins are hard to like. It's hard to get a lot of coins for bombs and stuff, cause you're gonna need a lot of bombs, especially if you're doing something on this scale. This is probably a larger farm than I normally do, but it's good for the idea. And yeah, so here we are at the end. And there we go. So we got this rectangle, and it's pretty big. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mining this out. So this is where you want to use your bombs and dynamites and whatever you got. Because take a pickaxe you can do, but it takes such a long time. It's way more efficient to use dynamite. So yeah, I'm going to speed this up, and I will be right back when I finish clearing this out. Okay guys, so we just finished up clearing out this whole area. As you can see, it's pretty much cleared out. Now, for the best efficiency, if you notice, like, you have all these holes. Well, I didn't do the best job of covering these up, but even when you do make a walkway, mobs have tendency of spawning in these holes, and they're really annoying. And then it just takes away from your trap, and it's like, there's no point of it. So, a tip I learned a while ago for this is just go to your nearby, where is that? Okay, yeah, there it is. Go to your nearby desert biome and pick up a load of sand. And it could fill in the holes super easily because it's like one of those blocks that are affected by gravity. And it can like fall down the holes, and I'll show you once I collect some sand, so I'll skip ahead to that. Alright, so that should be enough sand. You don't need that much because you can always use other material like stone and stuff. But sand is one of the best, and I will show you why once we get down there. Let's see, where was it? Down this hole? Yeah. It's nice just to make these shafts down so you can get there easily. Yeah, you can like get there really fast. But yeah. So here we are, and I will get straight into throwing some sand out. So it's pretty simple. All you do is go along here, and you see it just falls down. It fills it up really fast. It's a lot faster than using stone. And there we go. So I'll just speed this up real quick, and I'll come back once I'm done filling in the gaps. Alright guys, so we just finished up clearing in all those holes. So, there we go. And so everything seems to be working, it's spawning mobs much faster. you can notice an improvement. Like none of them are spawning below you, or where they don't need to be. So that's good. The next step is, so let's see. So what you're gonna need to do is, it's handy to have what is it? I think it's a compass. Yeah, it's the compass that shows the left and right direction, yeah, position. And so as you can see, it says like, well, that's what you want to do actually. You're gonna start on the left side, which would, I'd say, just down here. So that's 8. And then what you're gonna want to do, this is 465. Let's see. That one's, I don't know, 8 is kind of, let's try this one. Alright, so 45. We got 45 to the left and 465 to the right. So, some simple math. We're just gonna add them both up on a calculator. We'll do that right now. So 45 plus 465. Then you hit equals. That's 510. And then you hit divided by 2. So that's the average. That's how you average a number. Whoops. And yeah, so 255. That's where we want to go. That's where you want to go. Let's see. So 255 is right about here. Or, well, not there. It's right here. So this is about the average. It's about the center. I think it's a little more to the left of center, but that's an easy way to find the center if you don't want to like count it out, or you could just take a guess and look on the map. And so that's what you want to do. Just set a block there, mark it as center. You're gonna build out. I'd say this is good. So that's about good. Okay, so that's 17 out. And then you're gonna do, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So that's 2, that's 3. So you're gonna do 3 over, and then you're gonna do, how many I said across? I think it's like 14. It's hard to see with all this loot on the ground. And then you're gonna just go like this. Build another layer across, but instead of building it like, let me clear this out. This is so annoying. There we go. Instead of having it all the way across, you're gonna leave 1. So it's like a stair, I guess you'd say. So that's exactly what you want. Just gonna do that and keep going up until you reach the last level. And you're gonna do that on both sides. Alright, so I just finished up doing that, and as you can see, it's like a staircase. It's actually something I forgot, which is to mention, instead of 3 blocks wide in here, you're gonna want, I'd say, 3. I'd say about 7, so that means I'd take off 2 on either side. Just because the mother slimes are really big, and it's hard for them to get inside a 3 block hole. I mean, they can, but it takes a while for them to like jump, and then it's not as efficient. Actually, let's take off 1 more on either side, so that makes it 7 on either side. And 9. 9 wide. So that means 9 wide. And there we go. So this is 9 wide, and that is what we want. And what you're gonna want to do is hammer out the sides. This is kind of optional, but I think it might affect the mobs and bats, so they kind of glide up instead of getting caught on the edge. Also, it looks better, so you know, it's nice. we go. That's what we wanted. Let's get rid of some things. We don't need all that. So this is looking great so far. And so first of all, I'm gonna do two different kinds of traps. We're gonna do a pre-hard mode and a hard mode because obviously a lot of you need what we're doing before hard mode. So yeah. Or hard mode too, because once you get hallowed and stuff, you can make this could also work as a light. What is it, like soul of lights and soul farms? So that's useful. So next up, you're gonna need to have Skeletron defeated though. So keep that in mind when we're building this. So that means Skeletron, you're gonna need the mechanic. And yeah, so you're gonna need some wrench and wire. What we're gonna do, you can do it on either side, but I should do left because my entrance is over here. What you're gonna want to do is wire it up just like this, just your height, so that's 3, and I'll show you what we're doing in a second. That we go. There we go. Alright, next step is what you're gonna need to do. Actually, I'm just gonna throw on a builder potion because why not? And these, I forgot about these actually. They're just kind of helpful. And you're gonna take an what are these? Actuator, and you're gonna put them where the wires are. So that means one there, one there. There we go. And then you're gonna go on either side and do the same thing. If you're having trouble placing it far enough, if you have a potion, because I believe, yeah, and it increases the range, so I could place it farther. You can just mine under, and then go to the side. That way you don't have to, like, ruin everything you just did. Like, yeah, that's a method to keep in mind. And so once you have that, I would put wire here. Actually, let me just put this here. No, not there. This one down from right. Yep, there we go. So you're just gonna put a 1 block above your head, and then you can put one right there instead of up there. And if I have a switch handy, do I have a switch? A lever? Yeah, there we go. Wait, hold on. Let's see. I believe those go on the ground. So yeah, let me put one on the ground actually. There we go. Just wire it up over there. I'm sorry, I thought I had a switch, and then switches can go in backgrounds. So anyway, once you got this wired up, you just right click it. It turns all the blocks so you can walk through them. And that's just temporary. You can close it off again, and then there we go. If I switch, you can see it, it's solid again. So it turns the blocks solid, not solid. You just put one outside too, that way you can get in from the outside. There we go. Just walk right in, close it when you're done. So that's really handy, and that's an important reason, thing to have, because I mean, if you're not in hard mode, you wouldn't have teleporters, so you couldn't teleport into it yet, because you don't have the steampunk. And yeah, anyway, so once you have this down, I would recommend lighting it up a little bit, because why not? And yes, let me put some in here. Just gonna put some torches in here. The next step is, so you should have dart traps, I believe. No, you don't need dart traps actually, I'm sorry. Never mind that. You just need lava, and that's pretty easy to get because all you need is 3 lead to make 1 bucket, and then you fill it up with lava. I believe you only need 1 bucket of lava. I'm right. So let's see if you go in there. Yeah, go in here really quick. Just test it out. There's a lot of trial and error. There we go. So the items don't get destroyed, but they destroy the mobs, which is great. Now we don't need this guy. Yet. So then we're gonna put down a chest. I'd recommend putting down a chest just so you can store everything. And you could put everything you have. Actually, you can even put a second chest if you want for storing items that the mobs drop, because your inventory will fill up fast, and that's not too good. Now, I don't need those horn statues. Now, we go. Okay. So keep in mind that statues are important in this right now. Well, they are pretty important, I'd have to say. Let's see. Okay, so you're gonna need some 1-second timers, and that's way too many. Why do I have that many? You only need, like, let's say 1. Actually, you only need 1, so yeah. Just keep that in mind. I believe you make 1-second timers. It is a gold watch, which is made by gold ingots and a chain, and you craft it at a table next to a chair, or a chair next to a table. And you can look that up on the wiki if you need help with that. And that makes a watch, and then you combine that with wire, I believe at the anvil, and it makes a 1-second timer. So yeah, there we go. Now, this is pretty simple right here. What you want to do is, let's see, where is it? Yeah, that's all we need right now. Actually, if you do have dart traps, what's important to do, in case you pre-hard mode, there's really no need for this, but you could put them there, and then they can, like, shoot outwards. You just hook them up to the timer like this, and then they shoot inwards, and they can kill mobs faster, but that shouldn't be necessary because the lava is doing a good job right now, so yeah. Keep that in mind also. I actually recommend a 3-second timer, but 1 second does work also. Depends what you have. Just hook this up. So can you place it? I believe you have to have no lava on it first, so 1 second. Can you? No. 1 second. Let's need to. Okay, just find some of this out. Go, should fill in that hole. There you go. Okay, is that all that in there yet? There we go. Alright, so that's all in there. You don't really need that anymore. Now let's try this again. You're gonna put a jellyfish statue or a slime one, depending on what you need. Jellyfish statues drop jellyfish necklaces, which do sell for a lot, so it makes them pretty good for cash. And get Tim out of here. And yes, you hook him up to the timer. Let's try that again. Come up with the timer. There he is spawning. And then you replace a lava bucket. Remember to put your statue first and not the lava first, or else it won't be able to place down. So there we go, it is spawning those, and you can see I'm getting a lot of cash right now. And you could sell glow sticks, and eventually you can get what is it? Jellyfish necklaces, and those sell for a ton. So you can wear this across to here, and even add some slime ones if you wanted, or you can do jellyfish. I'm just gonna leave it at 1 right now because you don't want too many. Hold on. What is this doing? I think I have it hooked up too far. There we go. Yeah. Do not hook it up with this, or else your walls will be toggling off and on, and that's not the best to have. And right now this is pretty efficient right now. Another thing that could help with that is simply use a workbench, or you can use platforms if you do have those handy, and just place a water candle on it. Or you can even use battle potions, which help it even more, but it's entirely up to you. And there we go. And let's see, and it's nice to have a staff if you're in pre-hard mode or hard mode, just to have it on the outside, just to kill mobs that can't come in, like granite elementals and other things. Those are very useful to have to keep in mind. There we go. And that is what I would say is a pretty efficient pre-hard mode farm. Keep in mind though, if you have this on, this is what I would use for like having a lot of cash, because you can sell the glow sticks and jellyfish necklaces, not to mention any other mob drops that you get. But when these are spawning, it actually takes away from the other mobs spawning, just because there is no limit how many mobs you can have spawning. But it shouldn't affect it too much. You can see it's kind of slowing down. When you turn this back on, they all start coming. And that's what I would say is a great pre-hard mode farm. You can see I'm getting stuff already. Got a night vision helmet, cascade, which is really helpful. Whoopie cushion. I don't really know where I got that from, so I don't think that dropped from anything. From around here. And you can get a lot more things. You can get bone swords from skeletons. You can get mining armor, which is important. And a ton of other stuff that is great for pre-hard mode. And now, let us go into hard mode trap setup. Alright guys, we are back, and let's go check out what we're gonna do now that we are in hard mode. It's not gonna be too different. There's gonna be some minor changes that you can only get in hard mode. So let us go into those. Here we are, and as you can see, it's hallowed now, so that means every hallowed mob can now spawn on them. We got illuminate bats, and I think possessed armor, and a couple other ones. So yeah, that is what is happening. Let us hop into this really quickly. There we go, and we are in. As you can notice, the mobs are spawning extremely fast right now. So that is what we want. And now, I know, I said before, for pre-hard mode you could use this. I honestly wouldn't recommend it too much until you're in hard mode, because in hard mode, they still spawn so fast. It's amazing. And it doesn't really affect it too much. You can still see them, they're just swarming in. It's amazing. Getting souls of light. All sorts of stuff. We got glow sticks. All this goodness. Yeah, let's just turn that off for now. So that is good. Now, something that should help spawning is all you need is 80 lizard temple blocks. And that is all you need. And it creates an artificial biome, which I believe makes them spawn a lot faster. So that is what we want. So keep that in mind. Okay, let me place this down. I believe you should hear the music change. Like it should change. Once you put down all 80. Here we go. And now that is all filled up. And great. It's all ready. There we go. You can see actually, I believe jungle mobs are spawning those jungle bats. And that is, it's quite amazing now. They seem to be spawning a lot faster actually. So I think that helped a ton. So these hard mode mobs take a while to kill. If you don't have like slime staff or well, slime staffs don't do that much either actually. So yeah, keep that in mind. Let's see. So we have here some spiky ball traps, and that is from the Lizard Temple. Those are important. Now, you want to do see this nymph spawning. You get Marrow detectors, also like the good stuff. Actuator down. Put them on those. Take the wrench. This should work, I believe. If not, that's my fault. Gosh, those are doing a lot of damage. I didn't notice. Yeah, these guys are pretty strong. So let me hook this up with this. There we go. If I press this, there we go. That's what we want. Let's see, how do you take off actuators? Oh gosh. There we go, that's what I want. And now I believe if you cut this off, I believe. I'm sorry, I'm concentrating. I'm quite quiet. There we go. And you hook these up like this. Hook these up with a timer. It should activate them, which is what you want. Let's try it. There we go. Look, it's working. You can see them. So there you have it. You see that? Now this is really powerful, and it will absolutely destroy armored skeletons, which are very armored. Look how much stuff we're getting. Wow, that's a lot. And I don't even have my water candle down. Let me fix that. I wonder what happened to that. Alright, so now we have a water candle up. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took a while for me to put together. And yes, I hope you guys enjoy. Use this if you can in hard mode, pre-hard mode. Make some gold, sell this, become a millionaire. Use this for a coin gun, whatever you want. Even just to get some items like armor polish, Rune Robes, souls of lights. Those are important too. So yeah, hope you guys could find this video very useful. And I will see you all later.